Claire from englii, and you're here to improve your English. Are you a language learner who wants to improve their business communication skills? If so, you may have noticed the way people speak in business settings can be very different to the way we speak in everyday life or in movies or TV series. The language is quite different. In this video, we will explore the world of business English and focus on some jargon, words and expressions that you will hear in the workplace. So let's start with a question. What is business English? Business English is a type of language used in professional settings such as meetings, negotiations, and presentations. It is a formal or semi-formal way of speaking that requires a specific type of vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. One of the most noticeable features of business English is the use of jargon, words, or expressions specific to an industry or profession. Using jargon, words, and expressions that are specific to industries can help speed up communication and help us communicate more efficiently. And what is important to know is that there are very specific jargon, words, and expressions depending on the industry that we're looking at. So for example, if you're a nurse, you will have very specific language, completely different to that maybe of a lawyer. I know that business jargon can be a little bit difficult to understand. Let's take a look at 5 business English expressions and what they mean. Some examples too, so don't worry. Let's take a look at the first one that you need to make a note of. Can you give me a rundown of the project? This simply means, can you give me a brief summary of the project? So we want kind of the main details. We don't need a long explanation for this one, just the key points that we need to understand what's going on. Let's look at some examples on this one. I'm going to be the employee. Let's ask our manager for some help. Hey, can you give me a rundown of what's happening with the new project? Sure, we're working on a new marketing campaign for our brand new product line. We're targeting a younger demographic and we're focusing on social media ads. So that means our manager really just wanted a summary of what was going on with the project. They didn't need to know all the smaller details. They just wanted to be updated on what's happening. Let's take a look at this next one. It's quite short but super useful. Let's touch base. 4 words, that's it. What does it mean? This simply means to connect or to communicate again at a later time. So not right now, but at a further date in the future. This is a really useful expression when you know you need to talk again at some point, but you don't want to decide right now about when or where to do that. So let's have a little look at an example again. Thanks for the update on this project. Let's touch base later in the week and see how things are progressing. Sounds good. I'll send you an email to schedule a time. Really useful, right? I think so. That's a really good one to add to our list. Let's check out another one. We need to iron out the details. Now, the first thing I want to make you aware of is this word. The pronunciation for this can be difficult for a lot of people. So let's get it right today. We're going to say it a little bit like this. Iron. I earn. So we have more like I earn. Earn. Iron. Okay, perfect. With that in mind, our expression, let's iron out the details, can be quite useful. To iron out the details simply means to work on or resolve any unfinished parts of a plan or project. So if there's something that we haven't quite fully completed, this is where we're going to iron out the details and fix anything that we haven't done to completion. Let's look at another example. I like the general idea of the project, but I do think we need to iron out some of the details before we can move forward. Sure, I'll look into clarifying those parts for you and get back to you very soon. I feel like this one is an easy one to remember because it kind of means like you're straightening or making something clearer by ironing the details. The next one is quite visual. This one is, let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling is a good one to recall because it just means to start or begin something. It could be a meeting, a presentation, or a project. Okay, we've talked about it for quite a while. Let's get the ball rolling, and I want your team to put together a plan. Agreed. I'll start gathering resources and working on a timeline for you. This one is a useful one to say that we're not going to just talk about something anymore, we're going to start. This one is one that I hope you don't need to use, but let's face it, it is a part of work. We're on a tight deadline. Oh no. This means that there is a limited amount of time to complete a task. As I mentioned, it's one I hope you don't need to use, but it's something that will probably occur in your work life at some point. We only have 2 weeks to complete this project, so we are on a tight deadline, people. Let's move a little faster. Okay, I'll prioritize the most important tasks and I'll see if I can delegate some of the work to other teams. I really hope that you don't have too many tight deadlines for your work life, but if you do, this is a really good one to let people know that you're super busy and you've got things to do in a specific time frame. Hopefully, you can start using these expressions right away in your business English environment. Keep in mind they're also very useful if you're planning to work or live in an English-speaking country when you start looking for a job. Yes, make sure you know these expressions. They're very useful in a business environment. We hope you found these business English expressions very useful and informative. If you really like this video, we can of course make another one if it's something that you're interested in. If you have any questions or doubts, please leave them in the comments. We would love to answer them for you. It's really useful to try and add these to your vocabulary, especially if you're working. And of course, if you in general like to improve your English, make sure you subscribe and leave us a little like if you enjoyed this video. We appreciate it a lot. For some further practice, check out the links in the description. You can download a PDF and have a look at some more information on business English language. It's something that's super useful and really quite advanced. And if you're a type of person who enjoys having a little scroll on your mobile phone, we also do short daily videos to help you improve your English in general. So check out those and make sure you give us a little follow on that side as well. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, I'm Claire and I'm here to help you improve your English. Thanks, and we'll see you again very soon.